It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Texans and the Vikings. And it's all up next.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. See what week 3 has in store. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 104 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the first carry here for the running back. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we give this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. 3rd and 7 now. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Fielded at the 33. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
3rd down and 13.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. But he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that 1st down in the process.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Now 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a first carry here for their running back. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second down and 2.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On play action, they'll throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
The Texans hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This is caught, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Texans go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 3rd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
He's got room to roam.
And all the way down to the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Houston set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to throw now on first down.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 7-point... Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. Taking it in.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. And it's caught.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we have come to halftime.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Vikings offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route, and tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Back to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
His pass caught with the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 13 yards out.
And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Now for the point after. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
The Texans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his...
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but
maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 5. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So the false start will back them up 5. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Texans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Over the middle, it's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
2nd and 5.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is brought in at the 21. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Texans will take over.
So now the Texans down by 8. A minute 47 on the clock. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
And he will find his man on the outside.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
On play action, they'll throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That